What's happening, everybody? It's Spark here, and welcome to today's video. Now, there's obviously a bit of an elephant in the room with this one, because my last MyTeam career mode was many a time ago. What essentially happened is that I created some MyTeam videos, which unfortunately were corrupted. So what I'm going to do is essentially start from scratch. What I'm going to be doing is a new set of videos around MyTeam, but it's going to start effectively from Season 2. So Season 2 is basically the new Season 1, if that kind of makes sense. Get it? Okay. Very, very soon, what you are about to see, just quickly, what my pre-season was a little like. It's just only a short video just to give you a bit of an idea of what's happened for IRL Spark Racing, because what's happened is that I have gone under a rename for the team. The league what I was racing, APS, had changed its name to IRL, so naturally the team name has to reflect the league which I'm racing with as well. I couldn't go with APS anymore, so now I've been rebranded to IRL Spark Racing. So with that, what has happened is that Nobuharu Matsushita is no longer with us, and we instead have signed Dan Tictum, of all people, because with the guy's real life antics, we should call them, I think he kind of deserves a second chance. But the end goal is, as what happened with my Twitch stream when it came out, I will be trying to get to Ayrton Senna. As soon as I can, I just need to build up the funds to do it. And I have to build up the facilities to do it, which means a lot more time grinding in my team, it seems. And with that, the season has obviously been cut down. I just found it much easier to produce videos that I can get the season done fairly quickly. With my life, I'm changing jobs, and this means very 9 to 5, so I'm rarely getting the time now to make content. So I'm trying to prioritize my team, because I feel like that's something I can put on a little bit more of a personable spin on. We'll also be looking to do a little bit more stuff around sort of league racing. I'll be looking to stream these now on Twitch, so I will just leave a link down here to my Twitch channel, so do follow that for a bit of Sunday night entertainment. So that's pretty much where I'm at with my channel, and without ado, I am going to be showing you the pre-season of Season 2 for my MyTeam career mode. If you're interested to see what's coming on for the videos, then do be sure to subscribe, leave a like on the video as well, and leave a comment. So yeah, thank you guys for your understanding, and I hope you enjoy what comes in the pre-season.
Here we are in the HQ of our newest Formula 1 team. We've got an awful lot to talk about, so let's jump straight in. Other teams have invested more in their facilities than you have. Are you happy with what you have, or is there a cash flow issue?
So to give you guys a little bit more context, what happened here was I've just about got my facilities to Spec 1. I haven't been able to go any further than Sector 2 because Spec 2 because I just haven't got the money coming in. So unfortunately we fell to about 9th or 10th fastest car. So yeah.
I saw a lot of new technicians in your powertrain department. Is this a major focus for you?
Well, everything's a bit of a focus. I mean, we started off with durability and some powertrain focus, but it's really got to be aero and chassis, but everywhere's got to be improved, so I'm going to give the standard answer.
Isn't it safe to say you focused heavily on driver development?
Kind of. I mean, it was more focused on the car more than anything, but we've got to invest more in Dan Tixon, because I think he deserves another crack.
Would it be safe to say that in terms of team orders, your career comes first in your team?
No. Absolutely not. Don't know what you're on about there, mate. Cheeky fuck. In all seriousness, though, we do. If Dan does better than us, we will put him further forward. So, you know, it's about the team. It's not about me.
At the moment, you seem to be a solid mid-tier team. What do you think will take your team to the next level?
You know what? For a team that was supposedly 9th or 10th fastest at the end of the first season, that's pretty kind there, Mr. Buxton.
It's been wonderful to spend some time with you. Best of luck out on track.
Now, I should probably give you a bit more of an idea of just what the hell happened with my season. So, like I said, with all the departments pretty much at spec 1, I just need to invest in multiple development of powertrain. We finished, in driver standings, we finished 12th in the championship with 23 points, but IRL finished 8th in the championship, which means we beat, like, the lower runners. We beat Alfa Romeo, Haas, and Williams, which wasn't too bad. As you see, Matsushita there in the time screens, unfortunately, he was kicked out halfway the season. We got Dan Ticktum in with us now. I think our rivalries as well, we had Lance Stroll, we had Antonio Giovinazzi. As you can see, the teams, nobody has announced their retirement or anything and moved. So we've got just the same players actually coming in for Season 2. And we only have four DNFs. I mean, it didn't go well, particularly with Japan and the USA. I think it was USA as well. We crashed out of them. I turned into a bit of a Maldonado with those tracks because I just could not find any grip at all. We took some engine penalties as well, but thankfully we managed to adapt all the parts that we needed to for the end of the season, so we'll not be losing any performance, as the chassis department seemed to have an event for us to attend to. So let's see what this is all about.
Looks like our driver has an issue. We need you to step in here.
So Ticktum feels they should invest more into the chassis department, which means 10% reduction in resource cost and 50k less cash. But we've got plenty of money, so we're going to do it.
Thanks for handling that.
You're welcome, mate. But I think with Ticktum's focus has actually gone down, so we have to do something, I think, to reward, and hopefully there'll be the added benefit of a little bit more focus. So here's the final standings for the season. I've got myself to driver acclaim 12, and with Ticktum's on number 9. We're at team acclaim 16, which means we can have 3 additional sponsors in addition to our title sponsor, which was Xenon. And in the bonuses, we got 10 grand and two 10 mil each side, which means a hefty 20 million bonus that we can invest back into the team with the season complete. It's not going to be much of a comparison because Ticktum came in at halfway through the year, so that's not really much else to say there. But now we have got to start investing into our departments for the remainder of the season. Now I'm thinking more into the chassis and aero departments. We're also going to reduce the calendar for this year from 23 races into only 16 races as of now. Now, I did have a think about what I wanted to put on, and I think the newer tracks that came with the updates, I think we've got to have them on. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I want to get rid of that. I mean, Monaco, absolutely, be gone, bye-bye. And I'm not quite sure, I wasn't quite sure myself how the rest of the buttons work. So we've got Imola on. And the next track we're going to get rid of is Austria. I'm not a fan of that track. It's a nice track to drive, but I think there's better ones out there. I thought about which ones I wanted to keep from Season 1. USA, I didn't want to keep that, so I put Saudi Arabia in its place there, as you can see. And with that, I thought Portugal, it was fun when it came out, but it's a track that I don't really like. I think Undulating is, I think I found it a little bit hard to drive. And I really want Hungary on that track, but I thought about which one to get rid of, and it was an easy choice. I mean, I really wanted to lose Mexico, because that final chicane just had, my car really didn't like that, so that is now gone. Australia is also gone as well. So I've got Hungary there in its place, and I thought about Portugal and I didn't think that was going to go on, so that's a no there. And there we've got our 16 race car. We had to have Abu Dhabi as the final because it's weird. I mean, I know Abu Dhabi is not a popular track and it's very awkward to drive, but it's grown on me as like the final one and the final sort of race to have in the calendar. So looking forward to the sort of team activities. We've got quite a lot in there as well. I mean, we've got aero and chassis focus, power and durability focus, and we've also got things like selling merchandise and driver training. I think driver training is something we definitely want to do because we need to build up Dan Ticktum for the first race at Bahrain. And looking at the rest of the time, I mean, there's 5 or 7 day activities. There's quite a lot for us to actually put into our calendars here. So after the big car reveal, there's going to be 7 days, so we're going to put aero and chassis focus in there. And for the top 5 days, I think we are going to put forward the... I really want to do driver training because we need to get Ticton ready for Bahrain. I know we just invested in our facility. He's currently ranked 74, which isn't too bad. And we need to get the guy's focus up because he had his head somewhat down after the end of the season. But adding an extra £1 million and more resource points, well, looks attractive. But we're going to go with building up Dan Ticton's skills and confidence a little bit. So that's that. And looking forward to, as well, the massive amounts of facilities that we're going to upgrade. We're going to do activity management as well. Well, marketing is something I really, really want to do. But aerodynamics, I think, is going to be the main focus. And then once we can, we're going to move to the chassis. So we're going to now do a simultaneous upgrade to the powertrain. We are going to sort as much as we can for aerodynamics, so that'll be build quality, time, and we're going to do a resource point upgrade as well. So that's a lot of money obviously spending in our aerodynamics department, but it's a necessary investment because our car is I think the weakest part on our car has certainly been the aerodynamics. And what we've also done as well for this year is that we have changed our engine provider from Honda to Renault. Renault have maxed out their stats 100-100 alongside Mercedes as well. And we just invested a little bit in our marketing department to boost the effects of team activities. So I think that's definitely going to help in between races. And with a shortened calendar, that's going to help us a lot as well, because with shortened races, there's obviously more time for activities, which means effects of those are certainly going to increase. And with the amount of resource points that we've got plenty of discounts from the practice that we've done last year. So we're going to sort out the brake ducts. We're going to upgrade the DRS once we get round to it. And once we got to the chassis parts, there's plenty of upgrades there today. I mean, there was I think the plank only cost about 300. We got tyre blanket upgrade as well. Supply upgrades are right. That's the result of us changing engine partner from Honda to Renault. And this kind of works well with me, because in the last races in the IRL, my team has been Alpine, who obviously were Renault last year. So it will make perfect sense for me, in all things considered, to go to Renault. And with the amount of resource points we have, we've only got about 300 or so left. So we are going to power forward with the developments that we've got for this team. And then we're going to get up to the car reveal, which I'm going to show you guys what the livery is going to look like for this year.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
But just before, because generally the game kind of stops you before there's a big moment like a car reveal or a press interview, we're going to go back to aerodynamics and we are going to purchase that DRS upgrade. There's a lot more resource points which we can spend, and we're going to go back to chassis as well, just so we can spend money on the plank, and that'll be it for the time being. I think we want to have plenty of resource points in our bucket. And we are going to see what else we can potentially upgrade. But I really want to get that aerodynamics spec sorted out. And I think chassis as well has also got to be another area of focus. Powertrain is falling down to number 10, so I will say that probably takes third priority. I mean, I'd rather have a car that's nimble around the corners than powerful down the straights. Because, as Adrian Newey often says, that's how you win most championships. But as for now, here's what the car's going to look like. So there we have it, a red and white IIRL Spark Racing 02. I think we'll probably just call it that or something. But there we go. That's how the car's going to look like. We've obviously got Zen and the main sponsor, and we've got a streak of yellow amongst this car this year, as I felt that with the white and red, they're the basic lead colours, but to add a bit more sort of what I think will look good on it, I decided to add more of a yellow. Now we've got the personnel, the facilities upgrades that have all come in that I chose to buy for this year.
We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week, so the entire development package for this weekend has failed. Any redevelopments will need to be ordered from the R&D screen.
Right, so that's a little bit unfortunate. It was the redesigned brake ducts which unfortunately fell. Thankfully, we can patch them up in time for Imola. But as you'll see, there's a lot more money that we have to focus on developing. I think we've maximized areas for development for aerodynamics. So what we're going to do now is have a look at what we can do potentially for the chassis. I think the powertrain upgrades are still a little bit expensive. So hopefully, once I do some practice sessions, that could get some of those costs down. But for now, we just bought the tire blanket upgrade, and like I said, we just maxed everything out for the aerodynamics part. But it's powertrain, I think, that could definitely do with a little bit more focus. But aero and chassis are the priority because they were really the weak points from last year. And from there, we are going to take ourselves towards Bahrain, which is where Season 2, or the new Season 1, for MyTeam Career Mode, IRL Spark Racing, will be getting underway.
I think we've done a pretty good job protecting our development gains through the regs change, so the car should be pretty decent. But get out there, let us know how it feels.
Yeah, I should probably mention that I was able to protect everything from the regulation changes. So, thankfully, I've lost no performance, but already I've started to slip back because, as you will see once we get round to the table, as you'll see that we've already been jumped by Afro. We've fallen back to the 9th fastest car. We've only got this set on 100 AI, but already, I mean, I'm sort of losing out here. I need to, I don't think my time has quite arrived yet. I mean, I'm not quite sure how to sort of make it work to my own ends. I want to upgrade everything out fully, but it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle because we're still on Section 1. I'm probably not expecting us to get any more podiums or any podiums or any wins this season. But having just gotten used to the wheel as well, that a track that's quite tricky for, I feel, with people on the wheel, should be interesting to see what the first race holds on for us. So with that, guys, thank you guys very much for watching. And if you do like the video, then do leave a comment down below, leave a like, and do hit the subscribe button as well if you want to see more of my renewed MyTeam Career Mode series in F1 2021. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Spark, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.